Welcome to this course on getting the rating and promotion you deserve. How to optimize performance reviews in tech companies. My name is Yogi Sharma and I'm a career coach. Let's dive into what are we going to talk about in this course. So an outline. First, we will talk about what is this course about? What are we going to cover in this course? Second is why this course? I've seen countless people who work really well, they work hard, they create impact, but they don't get the results. And what kinds of problems people face. And that part we'll talk about in why this course. The next topic is why listen to me, Yogi, about this topic. We are going to spend a good 2, 3, 4 hours on this course. So you want to spend that time deliberately and carefully. Next, we'll talk about the objectives from the course. What should you reasonably expect once you go through the course, implement the exercises, what kind of results and understanding you should expect? And then we get into the detailed outline of the course. What are the principles? What are the pitfalls? What are the tactical help that we can provide? What are some of the stories I've seen and the studies I've read about that substantiate the discussion we are having? We'll talk about all of that after we covered the basic about what, why, objectives. And finally, we will wrap up with a few key action items that you can take right away. Let's dive into what is this course about. This course is about giving you some strategies, principles, and tactics about how to reliably convert value you create into the rewards you earn. Many times people are not able to convert that. They put in a lot of work, they put in a lot of effort, they create a lot of value, but don't get the rewards. You might ask, what are the rewards? We'll talk about that in detail later. At a high level, rewards are promotion, a raise in compensation, in appreciation you get from the manager, the team, the peers, but it depends on person to person what rewards matter to them. The second thing this course is about shifting our mindset and our philosophy and psychology around what it takes to get the rewards for the value you create. We all have biases and we all have pitfalls that we run into. After coaching hundreds of people about their career, I've learned about those biases and pitfalls and from my own experiences. And I'm going to talk about those throughout the course. Once you're able to avoid those pitfalls and shift your mindset into an empowering mindset, it's much easier to get the rewards for the value you create. And finally, we are also going to talk about specific strategies and tactics you can implement in order to be effective at this process of converting values to rewards. Now, these strategies and tactics are much less effective if you don't do the mindset work, but they're effective nonetheless. So if you combine these strategies with the mindset work we talked about previously, then your velocity towards your goal will be much faster. And speaking about mindset versus strategy, a story that comes to my mind is about a basketball legend named Michael Jordan. Even before he started winning NBA championships, he was great at his craft. He was great at his strategies and tactics. It was only after Phil Jackson joined their team as a coach that he helped shift the mindset of Michael Jordan from individualistic to a team mindset. Coach Phil Jackson helped implement the triangle offense, which necessitated Michael Jordan trusting people and shifting his mindset from individual to a team mindset. And that, combined with his great strategy and great tactics and great craft, led to unprecedented success in NBA history. So strategies and tactics do work, but if you are able to shift your mindset, let go of some of the biases and pitfalls, your progress will be much faster. And let me give an example from my own coaching. There was a product manager who I was coaching who had great tactics, who was doing well in his career, he was contributing value, but his mindset was that of fear and he was unable to get promoted. He himself wasn't quite sure if the value he's creating is proportional to the rewards he wants to get. It took us a few months to help him have a positive mindset and view of himself and let go of some of the biases about what it takes to get promoted. And once we did that, he got a promotion mid-cycle within about 3 or 4 weeks of asking for promotion. So remember, I want to repeat it. It's the combination of the strategy and tactics and the mindset and psychology that will lead to exponential growth. Enough about what is this course about. Let's dive into why this course now.